Welcome everyone. This is Executive Business Alliance Chicago. We invite you to stick around with us. There are some great things we're going to talk about this evening. My name is Cheryl Garrett. I have the privilege of being here with Mr. Albert Burks Jr., who is the Chairman and CEO of Executive Business Alliance Chicago, also known as EBAC. We're going to talk this evening a little bit to Mr. Burks, let you know what all the buzz is about EBAC. Everyone's excited about it. I've heard people talking about it. I've seen people's businesses launched off. I've seen lives turn around. I got excited when you and your wife called me, offered me an opportunity with you. And so I think it's phenomenal. And I think we should share this with everyone. And everyone, we'd like for you not only to listen in, get informed about what's going on, but share it with your friends, with your family members who can benefit from this. So, Mr. Burks, let's talk about you.
Oh, God.
In 2009 is where it all started.
Yes, it did.
And talk to us about that. What was going on?
Well, you know what? I was involved with another venture that actually came into the United States with the 4G internet service. And we built that business as a unit in a network marketing concept. And it was very successful. But when you wake up the next morning and they tell you it's over, you know, and you're wondering, oh my God, all the work that I did,
right?
And someone changed the dynamics. It affected a lot of people. It affected a lot of people in Chicago. A lot of people lost not only time, but they lost money. And so, you know, I started thinking about these things. You know, what is the difference between me and the person that actually started, you know, those other companies? And there is no difference.
Wow. And
so I wanted to get involved and create something that I can buy back my life.
Wow.
And this is what I did. And I got involved with it and I introduced it to a lot of people. The people was excited about it. So this has been a work in progress. And I think that at this time, it is the right time.
Okay, I believe you. So from my understanding, EBAC is a small and home-based business development and consultation company. Is that right?
That's true.
Okay. Now, I heard you say, and I've seen the slogans, buy back your life. So what does that mean?
You know, let me tell you, when you're working on a job, I should say, when you're working on a job, you are being controlled. Okay, the jobs is paying you for what they can get away with. You know, and as a grown man, you know, I got tired of saying I'm going to go to lunch, and I got as if I'm asking for permission, and so on. So I feel that if you ran a household, you have the ability to run a business because you do everything in your house, from budgeting to purchasing, even firing people. Hey, get out of my house, you know. And so therefore, you know, I feel that if I can study, if I can get involved, if I can attend meeting, and one of the things is to become a student again, okay, no matter how much education, but to become a student again, that I can do the same thing that other successful people are doing. And so I jumped into the water, I tested the water. And I'm gonna tell you something, you know, some people, they say I can't swim, you know, and especially they do the same thing in 3 feet of water. I tell them to stand up.
Wow. Wow. That's powerful. You know, and you have all the credentials behind everything that you're saying. We can certainly appreciate that, you know, you have been an entrepreneur for over 35 years.
Yes.
So that is amazing in itself and successful at it. You, whether it's a not-for-profit or for-profit business, you've been able to help people build their business and get into it. And let's talk a little bit about who you are so that people will know, you know, he's got the goods behind this. He's a graduate of DePaul University with his bachelor's. He achieved the master's specialization in entrepreneurship at Walden University. You also were a graduate of Career Technical Institute, which is now Lincoln Tech, and graduate of Automotive Technical Institute, graduate of the Illinois State Police Academy. You were a former Illinois State Trooper.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. And then currently, right now, you're the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer for Executive Business Alliance, which we're talking about today, which
Yes.
is EBAC. And you've got a great team behind you now. I've
Excellent
had
team.
and had the opportunity to meet and talk with everyone. We're going to talk about that team in just a moment and ask you about them. But you have your chairman and CEO of AB Pest Solutions, so that's another one of your businesses. You're currently the CEO of the Burks Group Enterprise, which is an emergency roadside service and towing company. And you're formerly the chairman and CEO of United People's Action Council Incorporated, former chairman and CEO of Health Education Support Systems, former president of Executive Support Services and Systems Incorporated. So guaranteed, if anyone comes to EBAC, they've got someone who knows what they're talking about. Let's talk a little bit about, now, you founded the business in 2009.
Yes.
Then you were joined by your COO, your Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Bill Singleton, and his wife Yvonne,
Yes.
who was your administrative assistant.
Yes.
Is that correct?
No, she was administrative vice president.
Administrative vice president. I'm sorry, Yvonne.
Oh yeah, okay. Don't take nothing from her because she was phenomenal.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And now let's talk about your team currently.
Yes.
You have we have Ms. Tia Thomas, who is president of the Executive Business Alliance Chicago EBAC University. So we're going to talk about that a little later, about the university. She's got quite a background as well. Tell us a little bit about Tia.
Well, I was teaching a class, a 5-week program in regards to small and home-based business development for seniors. Mm-hmm. And she walked through the door. And when she walked through the door and she sat down and she listened, and she had a lot of questions. Mm-hmm. And so I was impressed. So after the class was over, she came forward, we spoke, and to find out her background, she's a graduate of Chicago State University. Mm-hmm. She's a chemist.
Yes.
And that blew my mind because, now I'm curious. Now I'm asking her, I forgot what I did because I'm more curious about, hey, you mean to tell me that you mix chemicals? And it brought me back to when I was in high school when everybody ran out of the class when the stuff started boiling out.
Yes.
So therefore, and I'm always curious to help people and ask people questions about themselves. Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised the uniqueness of people that is around you. Mm-hmm. So I asked her to really, to come back, to sit in the class and let's talk a little bit more. And she had ideas. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And she had ideas. And then I could feel her passion.
Okay.
Which now brought me back to another theme, which is that we take your passion and we turn it into a business.
That's
and I
awesome.
saw the passion.
I need you to say
I
that
saw
again.
the passion in her. And as she was talking about her future, being a chemist, and also she has a degree in business administration.
Okay.
So, we was like clicking left and right. So I offered her a position.
Awesome. Yes. And Tia is a phenomenal person. And she also will be speaking and teaching at the upcoming EBAC University sessions that we're going to have on credit repair and restoration, both personal and business. So real excited about that. And then we have Mr. Andre Crump, who has a varied background. He's also a personal friend of yours. So.
Oh my God, he is so fantastic. People tell me sometimes, they say, boy, you have a Kool-Aid smile, because, a great smile, And so, but he has a Kool-Aid smile with a bigger picture. Okay. And so we first met years ago, and he put together a network marketing compensation plan. Mm-hmm. And we met him, and we kind of like hit off. Okay. And so we just started talking to each other, and we've been talking to each other over the years. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you something. When you have an opportunity to talk to him, not only does he make you relax, but yet at the same time, the knowledge base that he has. Mm-hmm. And so, we hit it off. And just to talk about his background. Yes. Well, I guess the first thing that scared me when he said that he used to work with Homeland Security, I was like, okay, all right, let me straighten up a little bit, But he's expert in contracts, especially writing contracts for the federal government. And we talked about minority certification, which is another program that we are going to help people with, minorities, to get their certification so they can be a part of the set aside program. Well, Mr. Andre Crump has that background,
Yes.
and he will be teaching class on there, and we will be showing people how to fill out all the papers.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And then I know we have, who I got an opportunity to speak with the other night for the first time, Nicole Charisse Davignon.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and she was a dynamo. She's got so much legal knowledge and marketing concepts and everything. So tell us a little bit about Nicole.
Well, you know what? I had a gentleman to come over, he and his son, and they own a trucking company. And so we actually formulated the company itself. I was able to get them their MBAs, two MBEs, a DBE, and a BEP, which is minority certification, so they can do business with the city, state, the county, and the federal government. Well, one day they brought her because that's the daughter.
Okay.
And she came in, and she was dynamite. When I say dynamite, her knowledge base, okay, legal wise. And then she had the passion of wanting to be independent. And you know, anytime you meet an independent woman, you got a good thing.
Go girl.
Okay? But so we got to talking and everything. And it was so funny. I was trying to get the state to expedite, you know, the certification for the trucking company. And so she said, let me talk to them. And when she said that, she asked the guy, what time frame do you have in regards to completing this? And the gentleman, you know, he was hemming and humming. She said, I need for you to give me a date. And then she said, can I hold you to that? And I'm like, okay. You know, I'm thinking that if I had said that, he probably would have hung up the telephone. The next day, she went down to the state and she said to the guy, I just want you to see the face that you was talking to.
Oh, wow.
I knew then I wanted to work with her.
Awesome, awesome. Real negotiator. Just a great marketing person. I want to jump back a minute because we kind of breezed past the Singletons, but purposefully, because I know they've been with you on the whole journey.
Oh, yes.
Pretty much. Yes. So let's talk about, because you and Bill kind of are like the yin and yang of each other.
Oh, yeah. He keep me in check. When you hear him, he's soft-spoken. You know, I'm the guy that sit there and pull my hair out of my head, which I have done successfully, as you can see. And but Bill is the guy that says, relax, let's pray on this. And so he's my road dog, I should say it that way.
Okay. And so Bill is handling like compliance and things like that, which is super important for businesses. And I know that that's one of your real pet peeves there is to operate ethically. And we're going to talk about that a little bit too. So let's talk about, and also Yvonne Singleton.
Yvonne, let me tell you something. That's the backbone. When I felt alone, I could sit down and talk to her. When I had to go out and talk to people about contracts, she was there. I'm telling you this, and when I wanted to cry, because you know, when you start a business, it's lonely at the top sometimes. She was there.
Wow.
And so they was Yvonne and Bill is like, I would say, the Rock of Gibraltar to me.
Okay. Awesome. Now let's get into the meat of this.
Yes.
Executive Business Alliance Chicago. Now, we know you don't have to be limited to Chicagoland to participate with the services that EBAC offers. Tell us, what is all this buy your life back? What is that? That's the slogan, buy your life back.
Let me tell you this right now. You know, people, they took the vocation out of the schools. They took the trades out of the school. And so that left our children just looking to do ABCs and then going out and trying to find a job. Well, I tell you this, the most important thing, and my grandfather told me, he said, I don't care how much education that you have. He said, get you a trade. That's why I went to Grill Technical to specialize in gas and diesel engine. That's why I went to Automotive Tech. That's why my son today is going to Lincoln Tech right now. and we train. And this is why I bought him a tow truck, because I'm saying to him, you own your own business. Well, the buzz is this, is that I want people to know that you can buy back your life if you own something. If you own something. We have always owned something as a race of people. But now, with vacation and being out of the school, homemaking and stuff, it leaves us with a void. And now we're teaching this to our children. So, buy back your life. You run a company when you run your house. Okay? You budget, you purchase, you terminate people. Get out of my house. Okay? And you invite people. Okay? You read contracts all day long.
Yes.
So that gives you the power to be just like that other person that is out here that is being successful. And so EBAC was developed to give everyone an opportunity. We are a grassroots effort taking you from A to Z. We are teaching you everything about business development, whether it's a brick and mortar, whether it's a home-based business, whether you just going out and you just selling things like Kool-Aid at the corner. We want to show you the proper way of doing it, registering your business, understanding paperwork and documentation. And this is my passion. And I want to teach people to feed themselves instead of waiting for socialism and stuff. I'm a capitalist. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to teach you how to be a capitalist. Okay?
All right. And I have seen firsthand people's lives transformed over a matter of a 5 to 8 week process.
Yes.
I saw a lady take nothing and turn it into a business where she's now doing oldies and dusties and DJing. I saw a gentleman come in, he had already been established. He's got jellies that he's jarred up. I saw, oh my goodness, I saw a lady that teaches dance classes just blow up and turn into a legitimate, bona fide business because of the consultation you gave her. So talk to us about that. What is it exactly that you can do that's so different than all the others that are, I'll tell you how to go into business, come see me, let us show you, get into this business. I mean, people, whether you're selling oils, whether you're selling hair, teas, making pies, this can be your opportunity to really launch your business, have someone take you step by step, and it really works. I've seen it on about 5 people now, so really excited about that.
Well, you know what? When I was in my master's program at Walden, they taught the red ocean, blue ocean concept. It was the funniest thing, though. I'm going through the program, and I get to the last, and I'm getting ready to push the button because I'm getting ready to graduate. And it hit me what the red ocean and blue ocean concept was. And that is, most people are afraid to go in business because they're afraid to compete with the next person. Well, the red ocean is jumping into the bloody mess. You don't have to compete with a major corporation because they have the money, they have the people. All you have to do is be the blue ocean, new with innovative ideas, which is going to make you unique and make them irrelevant. So we are teaching that through EBAC and through the EBAC University, is the fact that you can now buy back your life. If you got a passion to own a business, you can build a better world. All you have to be is unique. Identify what you have been doing for the last 20 years on a job. You are an expert in that. Most people that put a component inside of a computer, they probably know more about that computer than the guy who's selling the computer. And so I'm telling them, look within your own heart and get out here and let us help you at Executive Business Alliance Chicago with the background that we have. And I'm saying we because I tell you what, the executive committee of our business, the background that they have, it's a win-win situation. So that's where we are at regards to EBAC, helping people. And we love you. That's just as simple as that.
Absolutely.
I love to see you when you got a smile and going to the bank. And you remember when you was in my class once, and I said that I know the name of everyone that is in this class. You remember I said that?
Yes,
Well, I'm looking at this camera right now, and I'm going to tell you, I know the name of everybody. I can name everybody that is looking at this, and you wonder why. Because your name is Next.
Yes.
You ever go to the bank? Next. You walk up. Okay? You go somewhere, you're in a line. Next, you walk up. And if you look behind you, your cousin's back there. Their name is next too. Well, guess what? If you can build a business and you become financially secure, sit down. Can you imagine the banker coming and telling you, Mr. Burks, Miss Smith is going to handle you over here. The first time it ever happened to me, I wanted to go up and find a wall because they said, Mr. Burks, Miss Smith want to handle you. I was going to find a wall and put my hand up on the wall and say, hey, yeah, the check is okay, But she offered me donuts and some coffee. And I realized something. Man, money is something else. So I'm going to go out and do what is necessary, with our team, and we're just going to help people buy back their lives.
And, I saw, as we've been going through this process, and I was learning about EBAC myself, I saw you take people through the actual paperwork to help them get their business. I saw you help them with business plans. I saw you take 2 women and do the 501c3 for them, as well as their bylaws. I mean, wow. Yeah. So you're actually walking with them hand in hand.
Yes, because I feel this way, when you come and take our classes, okay, you're with me for the next 5 years and more. Because I know that you're going to have to be mentors. I know there's some situations that's going to come before you, and I don't want you to, there's no fear. There's no fear. Everybody knows false evidence appearing real. There is no fear. And being a part of Executive Business Alliance, now you are a part of an alliance. And I know we'll talk about that. Being a member of the alliance, yes. You're not by yourself. You're going to learn to network with people. You're going to learn to barter with people. People is going to attend your I call it gathering instead of calling meetings, because we do pre-needs gathering where people meet together, collect information, share information. And so, yeah, when I see somebody that wants a business, I want to jumpstart them. I want to give them something to lose so they won't quit, because it's lonely at the top.
Now, say I come to you.
Yes.
And I just have an idea. I'm making dresses.
Yes.
I make dresses. I sell them to my cousins. I sell them to a few friends. What can you do to help me really make this a business?
Well, the first thing first is that once you identify your industry, which you did, you say you're making clothes, okay, and then to provide a name for your company, I want to be able to say, okay, then let's make this legal. Let's make it legal. Let's give some substance behind it. And so we want to help you to be able to file the correct documentation. And as you come to our class, you're definitely going to learn all about a corporation, LLCs, subchapter S corporation, limited liability partnerships, limited liability companies, and so on. And then to be able to have an understanding when we help you with your documentation. Now, you mentioned earlier about the compliance and ethics. I told you that the first department that a company should have a compliance and ethics. There's laws, statutes, act, and there's policies. Someone need to make sure that nothing tarnishes the image of your company, and that's what the compliance and ethics department. So I'm going to help you get your bylaws together. And I'm gonna tell you, when you're talking about bylaws, a lot of people say my board of directors can vote on the election of the officers. Well, people's bylaws might state something different, then they lose their non-for-profit organization or their company. Well, we need to talk about that. Okay, so this is where I'm at when it comes to helping people. I mean, come on, I got time. I'm still breathing. God has blessed me, and so I got time. So I'm willing to turn around to walk with you, at times to carry you, but it's all about effort.
And the other thing that I saw, people are always confused about taxes. What category do I fall in? Yes. How do I fill out this paperwork? I'm a minority business. I'm a woman and a minority. How do I get all these certifications? Yes. And someone else that's on the team, Mr. Kevin Clay, did the website where we want you to visit the EBAC website. It's EBACalliance.com. That's EBACalliance.com. And so Talk to us about Kevin and how he fit into all that. That was amazing.
Created Tech. His company is Created Tech. And let me tell you, this guy is phenomenal. And not only does he design your website, but he help you with your social media concepts and platforms and so on. And he's an expert. And talking about dynamic websites, static websites, and so on, he was teaching me something, and he's very knowledgeable about the concepts. He actually create. Many people can go to certain companies and get templates and so on. He will sit down with you at a gathering, collect your information, and actually put the concept out there so it can represent you as a professional.
Okay, awesome. So now you've got the people who want to do their business and start up and all of that. And we've got classes upcoming.
Yes.
We have sessions upcoming, seminars, very affordable.
Yes.
You can register, you can call, you can actually talk to Mr. Burks personally, you can talk to myself. Whatever questions that you may have, we want to answer them. You just go to that website, ebacalliance.com. That's EBAC alliance.com. And when are those classes?
Well, the first class will be at the Chicago Hilton in Oak Lawn. They are actually working with us to help us to help you become stewards of the community. And so the class will be October the 12th.
That's this coming
Saturday.
Okay.
And so the space is definitely filling up.
Yes.
And so what we are doing, we're asking people to attend this 6-week class. $425. That is just to help us to turn around and pay for this. Yes, it is. And plus, we are going to be supporting Passion Care Chicago, which is a non-profit organization that deals with children being abused, homelessness, people attacking the gay community, people that is out here just jobless. And so we are supporting that nonprofit organization. And I know you're going to talk about Sylvia Brooks. Oh my God.
Who's also part of the team. I was saving it.
Yes, but I can't because let me tell you something. When you meet her, oh my God, she is phenomenal. She lights up.
Yes.
She lights up.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Sylvia has her own television program.
Yes.
She's a chef. She just does a lot. She's got her own not-for-profit that you were talking about. Yes. And she's just a giver. She's a genuinely generous person. And so helping with everything. Now, we've talked about the class. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss. You want to have your young people attend, older people who've retired. We saw that work. Who still had a passion, had something, whether it's baking pies, you're selling oils, you're doing hair, you've got clothing. We had one lady had bibs and built a business out of that, baby bibs, designer bibs. So whether you're a senior, you retired, now you got some time, or you're a mom, you need to work on your own time, or you're just someone who wants to just get ahead, be your own boss. Albert, you told me about you walking off those jobs.
You cannot hire me. You cannot hire me because you will say, if you don't like it, you can leave. And here the key come in. The wife said, you got fired again. I said, well, they told me I could leave. And so therefore I knew I had to create something on my own. But can I say something? Not all the time that I am out, just to teach class. But I watch people. I might come to a store and your personality might be so great, the way that you interact with the clients and so on. And I ask you a question: have you ever thought about owning your own business? I went to a chiropractic office, and I was sitting there looking at the people, and I said to the doctor, I said, "Doctor, come here." I said, "You own this business?" She said, "No, I just work here." And I said, "How would you like to own your own business?" First I asked her, "How did you get all these people?" She said, "Well, I talk to people. I go to church events. I do all of this, and I just share." I said, "How would you like to own your own business?" She said, "Well, I don't have the money, and I don't know how to do it." I said, "I didn't ask you that. How would you like to own your own business?" But I went home, and I started doing research. I did the demographics of different areas around where we are in Illinois. And I found in Country Club Hill, they had no chiropractor. And I looked at the demographics and everything. I called the owner of a mall and I said, I have a client that's looking to expand. You understand? He said, are you a broker? I said, no, I'm a business developer. But I actually negotiated her a spot. Actually went and told her she got to be there and look at the spot. I put all the paperwork together. She got the place. And let me explain something to you. Does it work? Yes. She got a brand new house now.
Wow.
She drives a Tesla.
Oh my goodness.
And I rode in the Tesla. And it's so funny. I went there to see her and her family, and her husband opened the door, and I said, boy, I changed your life, didn't it? All he could do was just laugh, you know?
Yes.
Because I saw it in her, the passion to own her own business, but she was working hard, spending more time for somebody else's dream instead of her own dream.
Wow. Wow. That's really powerful. And she is a chiropractor in Country Club Hills.
Miracle Reveal, I'm going to say it. Miracle Reveal, the personality is fantastic. The service is magnificent. And she's a beautiful Christian woman. And that's the beautiful part about it.
Yes. That is awesome.
Yes.
So many success stories. So sessions start. It's 6 weeks. They start October 12th. It is on Saturdays from 1 to 4. That's your investment in yourself. Give yourself that opportunity. Mr. Burks, our whole team is here to help you, assist you. Who else is going to handhold you like that? Make sure you aren't making a mistake. We're all putting our heads together, the team together, to make you a phenomena. And so you can visit our website, ebacalliance.com. That's EBAC alliance.com. The phone number is there. If you like to call, you can register for class now. Only $425. You get seminars all the time, these business seminars. They just kind of hype you up, get you motivated, get you going, and they charge you $1,000, $2,000. Now, so make sure you go to that website, register for class. Starts next Saturday, October 12th, from 1 to 4. We'll all be there. We're all looking forward to seeing you. But let's wrap up with talking about EBAC in general.
Yes.
Now, there are some people out there who have long established businesses.
Oh, yeah.
They're looking for something to get into that will boost their business.
Yes.
EBAC can do that too.
Existing businesses.
Yes.
You know, just to sit down and talk to someone about their business model, I have found that people, they open their doors, they sell a product, they offer a service, but they have no idea about the administration. I always say take one day for your administration so you find out, you know, where your money is going. To understand the structure of that business, you need to protect yourself. You know, through an LLC, through a corporation, or limited liability partnership. You always have to protect yourself. You got to protect your personal from your business assets. Many people have no knowledge about that. They just open the door. We are going to take you from A to Z. You're going to understand all the structures about a business. You're going to know how to get started. Many people say, I always wanted a business, but I don't know how to get started. You will learn to get started. You're going to identify the industry. You're going to name your company. You're going to do an elevator pitch, 25 seconds.
Awesome.
So
I saw you doing those elevator pitches. Oh my God. Perfect. And then I understand that businesses can join EBAC.
Yes.
And how does that help them?
We have the Alliance. The Alliance is a beautiful thing. The Alliance is going to afford you an opportunity to be a part, like I said, of a bigger picture. You know, we talked about being not by yourself. So you're going to network with people. Under the Alliance, when you join, and that's going to be $325 per year, per year. When you join, we're going to help you market your business. You're going to be placed upon our directory. And the directory, if let's say that you own a barbershop, okay, and the directory says barber or beautician or whatever. When you click on that, your name will come up, they can click on your name and it hyperlink into your website. And if you don't have a website, Creative Tech can do it for you at an affordable rate.
Yes.
And then we're going to be going out and we're asking for corporate discounts. Newsletters will be a part of all of this. You have someone and some place to go. We're going to have events, special event. Super Sunday.
Super Sunday.
Super Sunday.
Yes.
Super Sunday is going to be fantastic because you're part of the network, but it's also if you just want to attend, we're going to have guest speakers.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to have people that's professional in CPR. CPA? CPR. I get them all confused. You're going to have people that is experts in web design, business plan, writing grants.
Yes.
You're going to have lawyers. We are inviting people from the EEOC.
Yes.
So they can teach you about things. We're going to the department, the deputy, or the attorney general. We're inviting them to talk about consumer fraud. So you will come there from that time frame, and that is to be announced. Okay, you would be able to come there and ask questions and get it from the horse's mouth.
Wow. So in other words, there's a lot more exposure for businesses. They can get a lot more exposure by joining the Alliance.
And we coming to your state,
yes,
your city,
yes,
your locale.
Yes. EBAC is not just local. EBAC is nationwide. So it does not matter where you are for the classes as well. They will be live streamed. You'll be able to download your materials. You'll be right in the class along with everyone else that's able to be there physically present. Now, there may be someone who says, I'm not that computer savvy and all that. Can you give me a phone number to call so I can get in class?
Oh, we got people. Let me tell you something, just a part of this network. You know, when I first started, you was talking about a business that I own. I used to own executive support services. I couldn't type. It was a full typing and word processing center. We did legal, tape transcription, medical transcription, and everything else. I remember the first time I opened the business, sitting in there by myself, and I saw this guy coming down the hall, and I was scared that he was coming into my business because I couldn't type. But I had subcontractors. So sit down and think about it. There's different ways you can do things, but I practiced with one finger. Now I use all my fingers.
Wow. I've seen you type before.
Oh, yeah.
So is there a phone number? Say, I don't have access to the internet or I'm not that internet savvy. What number can I call so I can get in touch with EBAC?
Call me.
Okay.
I mean, come on. I got 800 numbers, but I want you to call me.
Okay, all right.
847-571-7461. 847-571-7461. Just go to the website, ebacalliance.com. It's there.
Okay, we want to see you there very soon. We're looking forward to seeing you October 12th and there on, and come join the Alliance. Come check us out, see what we're about. Thank you, Mr. Burks, so much.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Buy back your life with EBAC.